After the great flood, the world began again. The earth was quiet, washed clean, yet something restless still moved in the hearts of men. They had seen the judgment of God and the mercy that followed, but as generations passed, memory faded. Reverence turned to routine. Gratitude turned to ambition. The sons of Noah filled the lands once more. Families became tribes, and tribes became nations. And in the east, in a wide and fertile valley called Shinar, a people gathered, strong, skilled, and united by one language and one dream. "We will build a city," they said, "and a tower whose top reaches to the heavens. We will make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered across the earth." It began as cooperation, but beneath the unity was pride. Each brick they molded carried a whisper of defiance. Each wall they raised declared their independence from the one who had given them breath. This was not simply architecture, it was ideology, a vision of humanity enthroned, no longer needing the guidance of God. The tower would be their monument, a link between heaven and earth, built not by faith, but by force. As the tower rose, its shadow stretched across the plains. It became a symbol of human glory, a monument to the same rebellion that once corrupted heaven itself. For the voice that whispered to Eve, "You shall be as gods," had not been silenced by the flood. It now spoke through the hearts of men, dressed in progress and unity. From the heights of heaven, the Lord looked down. He saw a people moving with one heart, but that heart was set against him. He saw that their unity, untempered by humility, would lead to ruin. For when humanity builds apart from God, it builds toward its own destruction. And so in a moment, the gift of language, once the bond of humanity, became the very thing that divided it. Words fractured, meaning dissolved. Confusion spread like wildfire across the plain. Where there was once a single tongue, now there were many, and none could understand the other. Pride crumbled faster than stone. The builders turned on one another, their plans abandoned, their unity shattered. The tower stood half-finished, its summit lost to the dust of time, a monument not to glory, but to confusion. Babel became the place of scattering. Yet within that scattering lay a hidden mercy. For God did not destroy humanity, He redirected it. The nations that rose from Babel would one day become the tapestry through which redemption would unfold. Generations later, another city would rise, Babylon, echoing the same spirit of Babel, powerful, proud, and defiant. Its towers reached for the heavens once more, and its kings proclaimed their own divinity. And yet even Babylon fell, proving again that no empire built on pride can stand forever. But the story does not end in judgment, for in the fullness of time, God would reunite what He once divided, not through human power, but through His Spirit. At Pentecost, tongues once scattered were united in praise. The confusion of Babel was reversed by the language of heaven, love, humility, and truth. The Tower of Babel remains a mirror to every age, a reminder of how easily progress can become pride, and unity can become rebellion. It warns that heaven cannot be reached by human hands, yet it also whispers hope that what we could not build, God Himself will descend to restore. So as we look upon the ruins of Babel, may we remember, the only tower that stands forever is the one built on faith, not fame, and the only name worth making is His.